Hello, this is my video project final for this. Uh, I'm just going to go over the rubric and show how I was able to accomplish these. So for 5 to 8 pages, we have 6. That's 6 working pages, page content. Each just has to be filled with content. Each of these were handwritten. I have 7 pages of content written out. So you can read over all of the content on these if you would like to check, but I was able to effectively write each of these sections. Section 508 compliance, I was able to comply with these regulations by making it easily accessible to even those who are disabled. Everything with the web design is very simple, it's very neat, very easy to access. For the table, I used that in Turkey. I have that for the eventual sovereignty that Turkey gains. For audio, file, or video, I did that for Poland. I have the Krakow Dragon, so that works for the file. The email link, I have mine at the bottom of each page. For the link to external website, I did that for my works cited. As you can see here, it's the works cited. I used mostly my previous knowledge, but some things I couldn't, so I had to use the works cited for that. For the form, I used that for the Irish Fest. Dublin, Ohio has the biggest Irish Fest in the world, so I used it as a kind of sign me up for that type deal. For the meta tags, titles, and favicons, I was able to get the meta tags and titles just fine, but for the actual home pages, the favicon was not able to work. I spent a lot of time on this, not sure why, but I was able to work on this, but it was not able to work on the home pages. For visual appeal, I went in and I designed these websites with these aspects in mind. So some creative contrast would be the color contrast. For each of these individually, I was able to change them to correspond with the courses or with the country's website. You can see that's how I designed each website, was with their colors in mind. I have strong repetition with the text on the left, the right, the left. And then, yeah, so everything here just follows the CRAP standards and guidelines that we have set. And then for validation, here's all my validated sites. I have a lot because I made CSS pages individually for each website, and I've learned that that is not the most effective way of doing things. Class presentation is well organized, shows the rubric, clearly and completely describes the process and design of the pages, clearly completely discusses challenges encountered and how they were overcome. So some challenges to this page was the initial setup. It was very hard to get these little divisions in between, and I had some issues with creating the table. I was able to overcome these by I was looking at previous labs and I looked at videos. The table was pretty easy to do after that. Some other things that were hard to do, the submission form was quite hard to get in there correctly, and that ended up taking a while. And for me, the hardest part was overall just creating the template of the website, which I am very proud of now. I think it looks fantastic. I think it's not too much, but it's also simple. So yeah, and then with that, we had to respond to any criticism was received on our feedback. And I received a criticism that they didn't like that the pictures stuck to the side of the division. And I ended up ignoring this because I am quite fond of how it looks. I really like the break in text here. I think having an image there works much better than centering this and putting an image below. It creates way too much unnecessary scrolling. I thought this just keeps it nice and condensed. It keeps everything you need to see right where it is. So for the copyright images, I stated here with that, it is important to name that every single image is not mine. It is protected since they are Creative Commons licensed images. I did this by applying that to the advanced search of Google, and at the bottom of each website, I have all images are created with that, and just every single website has that to show that these are not my pictures. So yeah, that was my final presentation. I hope you liked it.